Be toxic for the rest of your 20s. You only get one life. Live your toxic 20s. You never get to be 20 years old. Be toxic for the rest of your 20s. And if you're delusional, turn this shit up a notch. Enjoy the rest of your 20s. You only get to do this shit one time.
A few moments later.
And this really got our attention because the health department says there has been a whopping 128% increase in syphilis cases in women.
Damn!
What it look like, TV?
I am back! What it do, baby?
YouTube's own Varnell Hill.
Did you miss me?
Now I'm gonna need you to hit that like button, that subscribe button, turn on your notifications. If you can, become a channel member. It's only $1.99 a month. After taxes, I only get like $1.25. Anything that helps support the channel will be greatly appreciated. But let's get into this whole glorilla situation. Now, before anybody try to come for me in the comment section, I'm a father of 3 young women. So the messages that's being sent to these young ladies, they sit different with me. Like I said, being a father of 3, I am very aware that my daughters are under attack and that they're getting crazy messages from every angle. So sometimes on this channel, I like to leave something behind for them just in case I don't make it, where they can reflect back and see what dad would say. And about this situation right here, I say glorilla is selling all y'all short. Right now, women empowerment has gotten to a point to where it's ridiculous. Now, they've been selling y'all this free love thing since I've been a child. Just go out here and sow your oats and be as wild as you want to be, woman. And they never tell you about the repercussions and the effects on the back end. But the craziest part about nowadays is they don't even tell you guys to be safe. And that whole message that she gave y'all at the beginning of this video, that whole message, this message right here.
Hey, ladies, how on you? When I'm gonna call my twin, and I just want to let y'all know, be toxic for the rest of your 20s. You only get one life. Live your toxic 20s. You never get to be 20 years old, 21, 22, 23, 24, none of that ever again in your life. Be toxic, because don't get in your 30s thinking you could just go slashing tires and doing all this crazy shit. You too old for that now. You too mature. Be toxic for the rest of your 20s. And if you delusional, turn this shit up a notch. Enjoy the rest of your 20s. You only get to do this shit one time.
She never once said, go be toxic and be safe. Protect yourself, but live the... It's never a message of protection. It's just a message of do whatever you want to do. And that message of do whatever you want to do has gotten us to this point right here. Look what's going on in Houston.
Has a syphilis problem, and apparently it's only getting worse. Anchor Elisa Rivas here with their plan of attack. Elisa.
Yeah, when people hear the word syphilis, it certainly doesn't spark a conversation that they think they are going to like at all. And this really got our attention because the health department says there has been a whopping 128% increase in syphilis cases in women. There were 674 cases reported last year. That's compared to 295 cases reported just 4 years ago.
Now, you're probably sitting at home like, it's another one of these guys blowing out of proportion something that women's doing. Okay, they're having a spike in Houston, but is that worth making a video out of? Yes, it is, because it's not just Houston. Let's see where else they're having a problem.
There is an increase in reported syphilis and congenital syphilis cases across South Carolina.
South Carolina? Where else are they having a problem?
Sexually transmitted infections are on the rise around the nation and here in Georgia. Our state is now seeing the highest rates in certain diseases in a decade.
We've been knew Atlanta's been a problem, so that's nothing new. But where else is it a problem?
Health officials across the state are sounding the alarm about a rise in cases of congenital syphilis. It is a disease that occurs when a mother with syphilis passes the infection onto her baby during pregnancy.
Okay, that was California, but where else is it a problem? Are y'all starting to catch on that this thing is a problem everywhere?
A health alert tonight involving sexually transmitted diseases.
Health officials are saying that numbers are on the rise, specifically syphilis, gonorrhea, and chlamydia cases. They're on the rise, and the South ranks #1 for at least 2 of those diseases.
That's the whole country, y'all. That's the whole country. That's coast to coast. They're having an STD problem. And you women keep getting this information to live your toxic 20s, to let it all hang loose in your 20s.
Be toxic for the rest of your 20s. You only get one life.
Let's find out who are the people that are the most at risk for catching these STDs. Let's figure that out real fast. What do they say?
Well, it's an alarming trend, Kent. Between the ages of 15 and 29 years old, you're seeing 3 different sexually transmitted diseases that are on the rise. And a lot of those increases are happening in southern states.
Now we got all these influencers telling our young ladies to live their best life and have hot girl summers when they're in their 20s. And the highest rate of STDs right now is women ages 15 to 29. But I guess there's no correlation. I'm the one that's tripping.
Alarming new data shows that 3 sexually transmitted diseases are on the rise: chlamydia, gonorrhea, and syphilis, with some high rates in Miami, Jacksonville, and Tampa. CDC data shows chlamydia has been on the rise for the last 18 years, consistently, and women have had more cases than men, with the highest age range between 15 and 29 years old.
What has impacted women and only got stronger over the past 20 or 30 years? Is anybody catching the correlation? As girl power gets stronger, these STDs are rising? But once again, I'm bugging.
One local woman says she's not surprised.
Not at all.
Why not?
Because everybody just seems to do what they want to do without any consequences or worrying about it.
Gonorrhea is making an unfortunate comeback. After declining in the 1940s and 1980s, it's increased again in the last 2 years. The third of resurgence in STDs, syphilis, has high rates on the West Coast and South. Those states include California, Nevada, Louisiana, Mississippi, Georgia, and Florida.
Now that we got a whole bunch of tiki torches walking around in society amongst us, is there going to be some type of societal impact on all us normal people? Of course it is.
Let's put it this way. Syphilis is unpleasant. We all know that. We don't need to. That's submitted and agreed upon. What I think is different here is that this is affecting a lot of people who don't have syphilis.
Right. You know, with the shortage of medication, it's led that this penicillin G, which is the most common drug used for syphilis, is now not available to treat strep throat, some of the other diseases that need to be treated. Kids are not able to be treated. But now that we have this huge epidemic, it's literally sucking away all the other penicillin.
That was a real politically correct way of saying, you nasty mofos done used up all the penicillin in the country. We can't make it fast enough the way y'all running around here burning. This is absolutely disgusting. And y'all need to reconsider. And I'm surprised that anybody would even be shocked that we're at this point, when for the past 10 years, we've been talking about eating the booty like groceries and a whole bunch of just nasty, disgusting stuff. Now we got the Sukianas and the Big Reds running around. All this stuff that they're telling you to engage in just puts your risk of catching something through the roof. Having multiple partners upon partners upon partners just puts your chances of catching something through the roof. We are at a point now where they're telling y'all just to be nasty individuals. And somebody has to stand up and say, enough is enough. Cut it out. Y'all killing yourselves out here now, literally. Hit me up in the comments and let me know what you feel about this video. Was I on or something? Was I off? Like I said, man, this is unacceptable behavior, and we got to start changing the messages that's getting to our young women out here. Once again, if you'd have made it to this point in the video, you are my MVP.
It was a stone groove, my man.
I'm out of here.